vanilla undercover, vanilla underwear. No. It is the vanilla Underverse, yet another offering from the great Ginger Yeti out of the beer trade that we did together. And this one, Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout. Yeti wants to get me feeling shitty. Anyway, it is another offering from Masthead out of Cleveland, and I am very, very excited to feel some punch. You want to feel some punch in your daily attire? The back-to-back World War champs, Lee Empire is offering this design amongst many more to give a punch right where the kisser hurts. I'll give you a code to get a discount off of that, and we'll find out just how under the universe vanilla can get right after the theme song. Welcome back into the Upstate studio with yours truly, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto. Another beer review, and this one, it's a banger, and it's going to be heavy hitting. If you can be heavy hitting like the back-to-back World War champs, head on down to the description below, click the link to visit the Land Pirate shop, go throughout their collection, see what speaks to you, see what designs in a tropical paradise type of vibe you want to rock, and you can use code Nutmeg15. That is Nutmeg15, Nutmeg15 forever on the back one more time to get a 50% discount off at checkout. So this one I did get from another person, another reviewer that hits hard, hits heavy, the Ginger Yeti, Big Anderson from Ginger Yeti Road Beers. I'm getting right to the bottom of the gift package. I think there's like one left after this. I could be wrong, but I think there's only one left. And this one definitely packs a punch, much like the one after this will also pack a punch. I think he knows which one is left. But this one is another offering from Masthead. You may remember that habanero grapefruit IPA that surprised me a little bit, but it was still very tasty and drinkable nonetheless. But this one is packing much more of a punch because it's over 14% alcohol by volume. So it is an Imperial Stout, and to appreciate the artwork and the story on the artwork, which I will read, I'll give you a closer look on the Shane can. So, Masthead Brewing Company out of Cleveland. This is, of course, called Vanilla Underverse, not Universe, not Underwear, Underverse. Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout with vanilla. So they're selling it right off the top, so that means I'm expecting it to be pretty big. Now, I looked it up on Untapped, and I see it with 2025, which is like, I hope it's 25, but the can-on date is January 14th. So we're roughly 4 months in on this point. That's okay. It's a stout. No big deal there. They're meant to age and be kept a little bit. Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout with vanilla, 14.1% alcohol. Holy crap. Somewhere in the blackness of space, there lies another verse, the Underverse. Upon crossing this threshold, one returns changed. Some call it enlightenment, while others call it nirvana. Our Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout with vanilla has returned from this journey transformed. During its time in bourbon barrels, it mingled with Madagascar vanilla beans, imbuing it with a depth of flavor and complexity not attainable on its own. Masthead Brewing and Restaurant, their address in Cleveland, Ohio, a little Ohio craft beer logo. Untapped specs, not a lot, but it was just done in January, and it's a yearly release, so you would expect the numbers to be that high. 399 total, 375 unique, of which 337 are ranked, and get this, 4.37. Big number on this beer. The brewers started with a rich and malty Imperial Stout, then let it slumber in bourbon barrels where it gained essences of oak, whiskey, and a hint of char. Finally, they conditioned the brew on its finest vanilla bean from Madagascar and Uganda. That's actually kind of nice. A pretty sizable bio on the can and a pretty sizable bio on Untapped. Vintage bourbon barrel aged coffee vanilla Underverse with maple. So, and a little. So I don't necessarily know if maybe it was a barrel that they used for the previous version. They used the same barrel here. Maybe, I'm not totally sure. But it's not a collab. It is theirs. It just was written in that little collab font. So anyway, we'll give a little shout out to One Flight Down with a Schluck, as we normally do. I'm talking way too fast over my words. And we'll hard pour it. But it's a stout, so that's probably not going to do too much. As you can see, very much dark as night, black as night. Got that brownish head. Which sometimes I think, because there are stouts that have more of like a white head, so sometimes I think when they're kind of brownish or darker, that's a mix of the other stuff that's in there. So like I said, they said notes of char, whiskey, oak, obviously the vanilla. So I'm almost wondering if like a darker head is maybe the color is just influenced by whatever else they put in the beer. I won't even attempt to make you see me through that because you're not gonna. Oh, whoa. I'll hold it up. Actually, hold it up to the mic. I know I put music under my video, so you may not hear it anyway. But it is a very, very, very active head, and I feel funny putting it over here. Obviously, my heart's over here, but it's almost like the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the stouts of the United Barrel Aging of America. Something like that. Anyway. I definitely get chocolate. I definitely get... It smells like cookie. So I don't know if that's like the vanilla effect of like chocolate, the vanilla together. But it's got a bready cookie quality to the aromatics. It's definitely got the sweetness. When I first sniffed it, it had a little bit of a boozy note to it, but that's kind of been dialed down a little bit. It's coming off much more lighter and smoother. So we'll see if it's 14% in the kisser or a little more subdued. Cheers. I will say the first thing I got was a big vanilla flavor, so it's definitely there. It settles down more of those chocolate notes, kind of like when you bite a chocolate bar and let it melt in your mouth for a second, and you kind of get your tongue and palate coated in melted chocolate. That's kind of the mouthfeel that this gives you. So it's got that creamy, chocolatey, essence and mouthfeel around there. And it's quite sweet, and it's very, very tasty. Because of that sweetness, it's kind of masking any booziness that it has. It's making it very, very smooth. So at 14.1, this could be quite dangerous, because you could probably drink half this beer, at least, before you start getting any kind of effects from it, because it just is so smooth, and the chocolate's so sweet and nice and moist and soft and all those luscious notes and adjectives that I won't continue to spout off like a crazy man. But that is very good, so thank you to the Yeti. Like I said, I think there's one more from him. I'm pretty excited for it, and I know it's gonna pop me in the teeth just like this one did. One more time, represent Fact Check, one more champs from Land Pirate, or anything from the Land Pirate Apparel store. Hit the link in the description below. Use the code NUTMEG15, 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 one more time for everyone in the back, to get a 50% discount off at checkout. And visit the Underverse, especially if it's from Masthead, because if this whole series is anything like this one, I will highly recommend all of them. Cheers, friends. See you next time.